We always like to make connections between the places we are and maybe some places back home. This room right now that you see a lot of people trying to look in, a lot of tour guides, because usually there's a scribe, there's a Jewish scribe, a sofer that's sitting in there writing a Torah. There's been right now, I think they're working on the Amir, where's Amir? The fourth Torah right now. If you go inside, you'll see a big sign on the wall. One of the people listed as the donors for the people that commissioned the writing of the Torah. It's taking place on Masada. Is a shul family from our shul back in BoxerBros.Productions.
Anim zemiros v'shirim ero.
When they heard about the Beit Knesset on top of Masada, and the fact that for the last 2,000 some odd years you didn't have any Jews occupying this mountain anymore, he said, you know what? There's many places that we could go and write a Sefer Torah. Torah scrolls are written everywhere, all over the world. But imagine if we go back onto Masada and have a daily presence every single day, that there'll be a sofer, a Jewish scribe, writing a Torah in a place to show that although the Romans are no longer around and the Egyptian Empire is no longer here, in the place where they tried to get rid of us once again, there is not only life, but there is a Torah being written. In fact, it's not the first one that's being written right now on the top of Masada.
Shalom aleinu ve'akol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'akol Yisrael. Wow, תודה רבה לקלייזמרים.
This is a very, very special moment at the March of the Living. We were talking to our tour guides on the way here, and many of them have been up here literally hundreds, if not thousands of times. But very few have ever seen something what we're about to do right now. Although Masada is one of the most popular places, just like the Kotel, to have a bar or a Bat Mitzvah, there's something about completing a Torah which is very, very rarely done. In fact, I only know of a few other cases where it was the same person, Warren and his wife Robin, who have commissioned a number of Torahs to be written on top of Masada. They're an amazing family, but you might ask a very, very obvious question. Why would you want to go ahead and write a Torah on top of Masada? After all, where are most Torahs written? Maybe in a synagogue, maybe in someone's office, maybe somewhere where it's probably a little bit more comfortable than having to go each and every day from where you live or your synagogue. We met the rabbi of Masada just moments ago, and have to drive through the desert, take a cable car up to work. I don't know about you. You sit in traffic. You got to take a cable car up to work every day, and you sit in what's called the Geniza of the Beit Knesset, which is right down there, to complete a Torah. So if you would ask Warren, he would tell you very, very simply, and I think for those of you, all of us that have now been on the March of the Living, the message couldn't be any better. Because if you think about it, 2,000 years ago, where the Jews stood on top of this mountain in what was supposed to be not only the end of the people on Masada, but it was supposed to be, according to the Romans and the Roman Empire, it was supposed to be the end of Judaism. And again, it's another example of how all these great empires, starting with the Egyptians and the Assyrians and the Persians and the Greeks and then the Romans up here, all the way through to the Nazis, as Harry taught us. The Nazis wanted to do the same thing. We saw what they wanted to do. We saw what they did. But once again, they didn't complete their job. And as Harry taught us in Poland, that ideology that Hitler had, that the Nazis had, we know died with him in that bunker. That ideology that the Roman Empire had is long gone. And we're here now on top of Masada. Not only to tell the Jewish people out there, but to tell ourselves that we're here for good. We're not going anywhere. The Romans who wanted to destroy us, guess what, Romans? Guess what, everybody? We're on top of the world right now, writing a Torah and finishing a Torah. Every single March of the Living is different. Every one is unique. If there is ever a theme of this particular March, it's certainly the Torah. We started in Poland with a Torah that was rescued, that was also supposed to be destroyed. And now we're bookending the trip. With not a Torah that was supposed to be destroyed and that we fixed and that we used, but with a brand new Torah. A Torah that has been written on top of Masada and is being dedicated by someone not much older than you from our community in Boca, who lost his father at a very young age and decided a great way to honor the memory of his father. He would commission a Torah to be written in his memory. I just want to go and transition quickly, because I know we don't have a lot of time. But a lot of you don't know. First of all, thank you to Daniel Poland, who wrote this in memory of his father David. That on December 10th, 1997, probably not a day that means anything to most of you. The Hebrew date was the 11th day of Kislev, 5758. Not even sure if Ryan knows that it was a Wednesday. But there was a beautiful young girl who was given the Hebrew name Yehudit Liba. She never had a Bat Mitzvah. She had never been to Israel. What an amazing honor it is right now to give her a chance to deliver a Devar Torah right now.
So I never had a bat mitzvah. I started training and some family circumstances came up and I was never able to complete it. And I know it's custom for a 12 or 13-year-old to get a bat mitzvah. But I think it's really special that I'm doing it as an 18-year-old because this is really the point in my life where I get to make my own decisions moving forward. And one of those major decisions is whether or not to be affiliated with your religion. And the March of Living has solidified my love and connection to Judaism. So I'm so grateful for that. When we went to the children's barracks and we learned that the last thing that those kids wanted was to hear the sound of the shofar and to do the prayer, it showed me how important Judaism is and how there's so much more for me to learn about it. And I want to spend my life exploring that. History is not comprised of events. It's comprised of real people with real stories. In contrast to standing at Majdanek next to the pile of ashes in the rain, Zahir basking in the sun with the Israeli landscape. Here we are in our own homeland. We are alive and thriving, and this is the new Jewish story. My Torah portion is Parsha Vayetzai. It is a tradition to learn your Parsha and learn a lesson from it. I was excited to see that in my Parsha, Yehuda, the son of Leah, was born. Yehuda means I am grateful. Leah named him Yehuda to reflect her gratitude for the gift of another son. The name Yehuda is the source of the Hebrew name of the Jewish people, Yehudism, revealing the very direct ties between Judaism and gratitude. We as Jews are not supposed to take anything for granted. Coincidentally, my Hebrew name is Yahudi, and I could not believe the coincidence of learning this. One of the greatest lessons I have learned from the March of the Living is to be grateful to my religion and to my ancestors and to my parents and my teachers and my friends and all of my family, and to have the opportunity to continue my Jewish journey wherever I am. I'm really proud to be Jewish, and the March of the Living has really shown me why. In the letter that my mom wrote me to Trebonka, she said that in her trip, when she came to Israel as a teen, that her trip bound her to Judaism for her entire life. And it is in this moment that I too accept and welcome a commitment to an awareness of my Jewish identity. Masada is just another mountain, but what makes it significant to the Jews is the meaning that we attach to it. I too will attach meaning to my life, of which I am already so grateful for. There is one thing that my parents said that I disagreed with in the letter. They said that the hope of Israel is indescribable. And I don't think that's true. I think it is very describable. I once met a Holocaust survivor, and when I asked him about his belief in God, he said it wasn't as much about God as it was about the strength of the human spirit. And I think that that's what all this means. It's the connection to ourselves and to each other, and Israel is the epitome of the strength of the human spirit.
Before she steps down, she's going to say a blessing of Shechiyanu V'Kimanu, blessing that we say whenever we reach an incredible milestone. I can't think of a more incredible milestone or a unique opportunity to say this blessing than at the completion of a Torah and celebrating or marking an incredible Jewish future. Mazel tov. Shechiyanu Baruch.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shechiyanu V'Kiyamanu V'Higyanu Lazman Hazeh. Amen.
This Torah again is being dedicated by Daniel Poland, in loving memory of his beloved father, David Moshe ben Shlomo. We're going to call up 3 people to write 3 letters. These are not the final letters of the Torah. The Torah will be completed at a ceremony in Boca this year in December. It's the first day of Hanukkah. It's a Sunday. It actually falls out December 25th, so I know everyone's available. It's a Sunday morning. We're going to be, besides my birthday also, it's going to be a very big celebration. And we're going to be finishing the Torah. The Torah, just so you know, is going to be used. It's not going to just be put in an ark and never seen again. It's going to be used at a new minyan. A minyan that with our outreach program we run at Boca Raton Synagogue. And I think one of the most important values that I think this Torah is going to be used for is that it's a Torah for the Jewish people. It's a Torah for everybody. It's going to be a minyan where everyone can feel welcome. It's going to be a minyan where everyone can feel like they can learn something. If there was ever a theme that I'd like to dedicate this Torah to, it's the theme of Achdut, of unity. We hope that we'll be able to increase Jewish unity, increase Achdut more and more with the use of this Torah. We're going to call up 3 people just to finish the last 3 letters today. The first is, call it the past, the present, and the future. We want to honor Rose, one of our survivors, who's here today with one of the letters. Rose has not only been one of my teachers this year, but for many, many years already, 10 marches. I can't tell you how much I've learned from her, how much she has influenced my life, and how much I've been able to give on to my students because of her. So it's a big honor to be able to present Rose with a letter. I'd like to thank, Harry's here?
Yeah.
Right here?
Right here. Yeah.
Right here. Harry is here. Right. Last time he wrote a letter in the Torah, but he did it for Sam Ron. Harry is the leader of our march right now. And this is not for anyone other than for Harry to be able to write this letter. Again, not only for being a dear friend, but for everything that he's done for us over the course of the March of the Living, something which we'll never forget. We want to honor a student. We would love to call all of you up. if you come in December, maybe some of you will get a chance to finish a letter. But today, just in honor of all of you, we figured we'd call someone from our community, from Boca Raton Synagogue, from the Yeshiva High School, someone that will be representing you. It's Jacob Henschel. Is Jacob here? Come up, Jacob. Okay, so we're going to call you up, and we're going to finish the final letters of the Torah.
And I want to say to you, thank you very much for coming here to Masada and give us the privilege with Rabbi Brody and Warren Stroll to finish here with you this amazing thing, finishing of the Torah.
הריני כותב לשם קדושת ספר תורה.
עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי, תבינו, תבינו, תבינו חי, תבינו, תבינו, תבינו חי, עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי, הושיע את עמך וברך את נעתך. היי, מורה, 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 מי שמכיר את הקדימה מצטרף. ומזל טוב, סימן טוב, סימן טוב, ומזל טוב, מזל טוב, סימן טוב, סימן טוב, מזל טוב, וסימן טוב. היי, תיגש לקח אותו. היי, סימן טוב, ומזל טוב, מזל טוב, וסימן טוב, סימן טוב, ומזל טוב. וסימן טוב יהיה לנו ולכל ישראל יהיה לנו יהיה לנו ולכל ישראל.
There are a few others that were written, commissioned by Warren and Robin Stroll. One of them right now is sitting on an IDF Army base. One of them is in Boca, that was written in memory of his father, Burns. One of them is in Beit El-Azraqi Children's Home. That's Eitan Campbell. Eitan he's basically, they call him the king of the hill. He is in charge of Masada. Imagine that's what you run. You run Masada. He runs Masada, is a dear friend of Warren's as well. And it's great to see him being able to celebrate with us. Okay, everybody, here we go. We're going to start with the Shema. Everyone, let's yell it. We've never said it before like this on Masada. Certainly not holding a Torah that's coming back with us. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Here we go. Tov u'mazel tov. We did it! Warren, we love you. Robin, Daniel Poland. רגע.
היי, סיסו ושמחו. אתה תחת החופה.
I know.
Let's go.
Guys, let's go. Let's keep it moving.
היי, סיסו ושמחו. בשמחת תורה. כבוד לתורה. ושמחו בשמחת תורה. היי ותנו כבוד לתורה, תשתו ושמחו בשמחת תורה. ותנו כבוד
You should know, this Torah is going to be used to bring more people closer, closer and closer. It's great.
It's good, it's beautiful. The Warren is a big tzaddik. Big tzaddik.
So where's the,
אני ו-Warren 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah, program, the Torah here.
Beautiful. They're writing, starting another one now? Oh,
Another Sefer Torah.
So being on top of Masada was such an unreal experience. There's so much history here, and it was so special to come with my new family and experience the Bat Mitzvah of Ryan and the writing of Torah letters, and just having this amazing view in the background here, and getting to share that with everyone here was just so unbelievable, and I'm sure I'll remember it forever.
Being on Masada was just incredible to be able to finish the Torah and have this experience where continuing legacy of the Jewish people in a place that's so historic is so meaningful, and being with all these other Jewish teens from around the world is truly an incredible experience. So thanks so much.
I've climbed Masada before, but it was a very unique experience watching a Torah being written in, so that was really cool.
All right, so today we got to the top of Masada and we saw the Torah being written, and it was a really big honor to see people that I knew writing in the Torah, and I was surrounded by so many Jewish people and friends, and it was just a very enlightening experience being at such a historical site and sharing the experience with Jewish friends.
I really enjoyed my experience on Masada today. I think my favorite part was watching my friend Ryan get Bat Mitzvah. It was really cool just to see her embrace her Jewish heritage and take it upon herself to get Bat Mitzvah. And I loved getting to watch us finish a Torah. I thought it was really special. It's something that a lot of people don't get to do. And it was just really cool to be on the top of the mountain with everyone singing and dancing and just enjoying together. It's such a change from where we were a week ago when we were all sad, and now we're all happy and joyous and just really proud to be Jewish.
I was really proud of Grandma Rose today as she helped finish writing the Torah that we're bringing back to Boca. It's something that I was told, she told me that has never been done on a march before, so we're very lucky to have that happen, and she completely deserves the honor of being able to do that because she's been doing this for 20-something years, and I was really proud to see her go and help finish the Torah. It's great. She's incredible. She's incredible.
I got a little bit emotional about it because as the child survivor and child of survivors, and so many of my family were lost, I was really finishing the Torah for them and what they would have given to be in the land of Israel. And here their granddaughter was here and finishing a Torah for them and for me and for my future. And having my granddaughter here was so special for me. And I know that it's now going on to the next generation, and it's L'dor V'dor.
Being chosen to write a letter in the Torah was a very inspirational and honorable moment for me. After being in Poland and seeing all these Torahs that didn't make it in the Holocaust, and now having the opportunity to finish one or almost finish one in Israel was a really memorable moment that I will remember for the rest of my life.
Okay, we're standing right here. We're actually standing right in front of the Torah that we just got on the top of Masada. There's very few things that have ever compared to this type of moment, and I really, really believe that having all of the teenagers here who have just experienced what it's like to be in Poland, having a chance to take a Torah scroll back there that was supposed to be unfortunately destroyed and then rescued, and then we had a chance to correct it and fix it in Poland, take a look at the past, take a look at our history, and now have the incredible opportunity to take a brand new Torah that was just written over the last few months and have it given to us as a gift by Daniel Poland in memory of his amazing and beloved father, David. unbelievable. There are a few words to describe the excitement. I think you take a look at the video and you take a look at the ceremony we just had on top of Masada, you're going to see it's very hard not to smile. It's one of those moments where, you know, Masada for me and now for all of the teenagers on the March to the Living and the adults and the survivors who are with us will always be associated with Torah. And the next best thing is about to come when we take this Torah back to Boca, dedicate it on the first day of Hanukkah, the end of December, and then the following week, use it in a minyan that will hopefully be inclusive, that will allow everyone to find their personal connection back to Judaism. It's so special. I want to thank Warren, we want to thank Robin, I want to thank Daniel, I want to thank everyone that was part of this today. And here we go, Simone.